Apparently, Meghan Markle has been warned she has no future with Prince Harry and needs to go it alone. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and my goodness, do we have a juicy one for you today. In fact, it only reiterates why we need to have a separate Royals channel, because I got a lot of news I want to cover. And in fact, I posted a non-Meghan video this morning that I hope you guys will support. Celebrity divorce lawyer Christopher Melcher came on and told us some fascinating information about this Kevin Costner divorce. I hope you guys will click on that one too. Go support the other content here on Popcorn Planet. But we are launching a separate Royals channel that we're going to slowly be phasing this content over there too, so we can do this more regularly and talk about all the royal drama, because a lot of you guys are clearly invested. So I hope this pleases everybody. If you're sick of my Meghan coverage, great. Stay tuned. Watch the other Popcorn Planet content. Or if you're obsessed and you want more, go over, subscribe. Let's get us to 10K. Let's also get Steph the Alternate to 100K. So much more is coming. The universe is expanding. So much more content. In fact, at the end of the video, I'm going to link us to the new video on the Royals channel. We had Christopher Melcher also react to this lawsuit from the Royal Rogue. Guys, you're going to not want to miss this one. It's crazy. Sorry to do all this housekeeping here, but we got so much for you. I hope you're excited. Stay tuned. I'll link to that at the end. But first, let's get to this main story, because yes, as I promised, this one's juicy. And I'm curious, look, this is coming in from a source on Closer magazine, so take it as you will. But man, it sure sounds pretty legit to me. And I'm curious what you guys think. Meghan Markle has been warned. She has no future with Prince Harry and needs to go it alone. Now, obviously, we know about the multi-million Netflix deal. Is that going to end? We have some more insight on that. And a Netflix source has also spoken out about Meghan's behavior, etc. But yes, she's been warned about this no future working with Harry and needs to go it alone to save her career. Obviously, they took that major blow when Spotify, took them out. But this insider spoke to Closer magazine. And in fact, let's just go straight over to the distraught Meghan. We have to have separate plans. And so here we go. Source tells Closer here. Let's go straight to it. Insider says Meghan is distraught over the Spotify snub and the fallout that has followed. It's totally knocked her sideways. She can't believe she's been attacked so viciously and so publicly by one of their execs, and to be labeled grifters is an utterly humiliating and gut-wrenching all-time low. It served as a brutal reality check that things really do need to change to save their popularity. Notice, not my marriage, to save my popularity. I must be popular. Her team have warned her that there's no future with Harry and that she needs to start working on her individual projects rather than being seen as one half of Brand Sussex. They feel that if Meghan does more on her own, she'll have more opportunities to save her career. It will give them breathing room and restore confidence, or at least that's the hope. Now, here's why I'm going to tell you I think this is true. Because she has no identity of her own. She's victim, as we learned in that South Park episode, right? Her brand is victim, as Steph would say. Love you, Steph. She's right, though, because that's really what her brand has become. Archetypes is all about women are all victims. We're all victims. Come and tell me how you're a victim. But I'm really the biggest victim, right? I pretty much summed up archetypes. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But it's true. She tried to launch this with Harry, and it didn't work. And it's clear that, I'm sorry, Harry, you seem like you're kind of lazy. You didn't want to do a simple podcast. You could have literally phoned in a podcast with comedians or whatever. And no, that wasn't something you could do. Plus, let's be fair, maybe to Harry's credit, he realized, I'm not good at that. I can't just sit there and fake that and try to do that. And so maybe, you know what, bravo, you didn't just take the money. Look, guys, I'm going to give him 1 point there, maybe, right? But it's clear he doesn't want to do any of that stuff. As much as Meghan's forcing and trying to make it happen, he's clearly like, no, I'm done. And so I do believe this quote, if I'm being honest. I do believe that there are conversations being had and there are real come to Jesus moments where it's like, look, this brand you guys have together is not as valuable as you think. And honestly, girl, you need to come up with something on your own. You can't just keep being the Duchess to Prince Harry. What are you bringing to the table? What is your thing? Now, I don't doubt that she doesn't have some, irons in the fire. We've been hearing about the Tig relaunch, etc. I have no doubt that there's something else coming. You would hope, right? But who knows with these two? But yeah, look, what do you think of this quote from the source enclosure? Do you buy this? Do you think this is true? And do you think her brand is really better off without him at this point, and that she needs to find a way to sustain her brand without him? Or does Prince Harry the only thing that makes her relevant? I'm curious. I want to hear your comments as we get down there. But that's not all we got today for you. No. Another same source in that Closer magazine from Netflix this time talks about how she really ruffled feathers with Netflix. And that's why I still wonder, when will this deal end? Now, personally, I don't think it's going to end until the time's up. And I think that's from a political standpoint, in that Netflix has to be careful how they're seen to other celebrities that they're wooing. And again, they woo, B-level, C-level, A-level stars all the time. They want them to come and bring their properties to Netflix. You don't want a studio to be out there calling people out. You don't really want that. The studio needs to have everybody, whenever they're hot, you want them to come to Netflix. Netflix can't be seen as bullies or people who are condemning, their content creators and throwing them under the bus. So I don't see that happening over Netflix. Spotify was different. They didn't really have anything deliverable. And Spotify was realizing, look, we are wasting money by the year. We are going to amicably part ways, is how Spotify put it. But clearly some disgruntled people over there are being honest, because it sounds like Spotify doesn't want anything to do with them. They realize, you're not good for our business. We're not going to be involved. We're not going to publicly bash you, but adios. Best, yes, good luck. But they're not going to go above and beyond. Whereas I think Netflix is just going to do their best to sort of stay pro Meghan and Harry, just for the sake of, trying to woo other celebrities. So I personally don't believe the deal's going to end. I'd be shocked. And if it does, you bet your butt we'll report on it. But I do believe that they're annoyed with her. And I do believe that she's ruffled their feathers while working there. A source, according to Netflix, following the turbulent period in their fortunes as their 15-pound deal with Spotify comes to an end, pair have been producing new content. That Harry has a new show. But let's get to what the source said. The greatest fear from Meghan and Harry's perspective is that this latest controversy and criticism could be the straw that breaks the camel's back when it comes to what the public thinks of them and how much money they can earn. Things have to change as far as joint appearances go. And certainly it seems like bashing the royals together is off the agenda now for the foreseeable future. They added the couple has ruffled feathers during their time on Netflix. Harry is no problem, but Meghan thinks she knows how to run Hollywood. I buy that one. Now, again, these are sources. I always got to cover myself here. We're reporting on sources from other places. I can't vouch for these sources. And if there's any sources out there that want to become our news sources that we can vouch with, hit us up. You can hit me up on the social at Andy Signore. You can email me, PopcornedPlanet@gmail.com. Hit me up. Let's get some sources. I want you to vet to me, but I never burn my sources. Look it out there. I've never burned a source. I never will. Take that to the grave, because we got to be proper journalists. But I'd love to get some sources. We'll work on it. But in the meanwhile, we're relying on these sources. And yeah, I got to say, this does sure scream truthful. Harry's no problem. But I mean, Harry's a problem in that I just think he's dim. I think that's the best word for my British audience and my English audience. He just seems a little dim. And Meghan seems to be the one who would ruffle more feathers. I could be ruffled by Harry just because of the dimness, where I'm just like getting impatient with his sort of frustration and his laziness. But it does seem like Meghan has more of the attitude over the two couples. Harry has an arrogance only just because he's a prince who's never really known better. Meghan knows better, in my opinion. And she expects to now become royalty because she is with a prince, when it's like, girl, you weren't even born into the title. You earned this through who knows what. Anyway, what do you think of these quotes? Do you think the deal with Netflix will end? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that Netflix will go against the grain and say, you know what? We don't care if we upset other creators. We're sick and tired of them. I want to hear what your thoughts are down below. And now, without further ado, we're going to head you over to the next channel. The Royals channel has another great exclusive. Go click on over there. I'm going to put it live right now, so it's live. Go give it a like. Go give it a watch. Help us get that channel monetized and thriving. Let's see how this does. I'm excited to see our first official real upload. Subscribers, please go over there, support it. And then also, if you can, support the new video we did today. We're going to be posting other stuff today, aside from Meghan Markle. Show it some love too, people. Appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. The universe is expanding.